Cool. What's happening, little man?
Hi, Mrs. Billingsley.
Hey, Sonia. ¿Cómo está?
Bien, usted?
Oh, I'm fine, honey. How's your mama feeling?
She's better. She's taking a nap.
You want some coffee?
No, thanks. I'll just sit here for a minute.
You kids, in about 10 minutes, I want you to get cleaned up for dinner.
Okay, Mom.
Yo, man, check out that car.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, Dorado. I know it's early. I only got 2 hours of sleep last night. What do you want? What? Oh, who? Oh, my. Where is he now? All right, I'll be right down. Damn it.
Oh, wouldn't you know? Hello, Dr. Hanover.
Rick Dorado.
Rick, is something wrong?
Oh, one of our kids got involved in a gang shooting. They picked him up and he's in custody at Juvenile Hall.
Who is it?
Ethan Kello.
Ethan? Oh, no. Are they sure?
Well, they picked him up on a tip, but he had particles of gunpowder all over him, and the gun was found in a trash bin not far from his house. So.
Where are you now?
Home, but I'm heading for juvie.
I'll meet you there.
Hey, look, I don't have to tell you. I mean, this couldn't come at a worse time. You know, the board's meeting next week to decide on funding us again.
Don't run scared yet, Rick. Let's just see what happened, okay?
Right. I'll see you there.
All right. Oh, don't worry, little fella. I'll get back to you later.
He was processed about an hour ago. Then he went to the infirmary. He's got a bruise on his cheek.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Thanks, Don.
Dr. Hanover,
What went down, Ethan?
I didn't do it. All right, come on now, just tell us. How did it happen?
I was just riding in the car, doing nothing. And all of a sudden there were shots. I don't know what happened.
Who were you with? I'm waiting.
Just some guys.
You were with the Ravens, weren't you? Huh? You went out cruising with the gangbangers.
We were just going to get some ice cream, that's all.
Hey, one of the conditions of your probation is that you do not associate with the Ravens, period. Now, that means you don't mingle with, you don't talk to, you don't get in a car with, and you sure as hell don't eat ice cream with.
It sounds pretty easy, you don't it, man? You keep forgetting I'm the one that's got to live there. I don't give any of them guys cause to get mad. If somebody says, hey, bro, you want to go get some ice cream? What do you say? You think I'm going to turn them down?
Now, that's exactly what I think, because the minute you do that, you're in violation.
Hey, Rick, we just got word. The little girl hurt in that shooting, she just died a few minutes ago on the operating table.
Oh. I didn't do it. I swear to God.
Didn't do it, huh? There's an eyewitness, says he saw you do it.
He's wrong.
Flecks of gunpowder all over you when they picked you up, and the gun was found less than a block from your house.
Hey, Rick, just hold it. Ethan, you know how bad this all looks for you. You've got to tell us what really happened.
I already told you, didn't I? You're not going to believe me anyway. So why don't you just forget it?
Body's ready, Quince. Came in last night. Aston's asked us to get on this one right away. I guess we're under some heat to give the findings.
Yeah, I heard.
It's Maddie Billingsley, age 9.
Child.
Yeah. Height 122 centimeters, weight 23 kilograms. Oh, not pretty.
Initial observation shows impact wounds of what appear to be shotgun pellets in the head and upper thorax. There is severe mutilation of the face and chin. You know who did this, son?
According to witnesses, there were a bunch of kids in a car. 3, maybe 4. They cruised along this street in South Central LA, and suddenly they opened fire. People scattered, but this girl was hit. Little girl playing in front of her house.
Why? Why would they mow it down like that?
Well, the police figured it was gang-related retaliation. Target wasn't a girl, but someone else in the neighborhood. Just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
They make an arrest?
Yeah, one kid. They picked up on a tip. He's 14 years old.
14? Sam, what does it take to make a murderer out of a 14-year-old?
Phone's been ringing since early this morning. Papers, radio, TV, so I called a press conference.
Why the big guns now?
Don't you know it's election time? Arthur DeGoes is running for state senate.
Yeah, I know DeGoes. I don't usually agree with what he has to say, you know.
Well, you better remember that a lot of people do. He's chairing a commission on juvenile crime, and you're at the podium with him today.
Wait a minute. I don't know if I want to appear in public with him.
Quincy, this is an important issue. Juvenile crime's out of hand. A day doesn't go by when you don't hear about some young person committing murder, assault, rape. People are scared, and with good reason. Something's got to be done.
Why does something always have to be done around election time? Then afterwards it's forgotten. And death resulted from multiple wounds inflicted by shotgun pellets.
Dr. Quincy, has the gun been found?
Well, it's my understanding the gun has been retrieved and has been sent to the police crime lab.
I also have a question for Mr. DeGoes.
Certainly.
Thank you, Dr. Quincy. Thank you.
Your question?
Mr. DeGoes, you're a candidate for office in the next primary election. Why are you here as part of the coroner's press conference?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. I am chairman of the newly formed State Commission on Juvenile Crime. As such, I want to make sure that an atrocity like this one never happens again. As a citizen, a taxpayer, I share the outrage the public feels over a situation which is clearly out of control. Juvenile crime is skyrocketing. Young marauders roam the streets attacking the innocent, young and old, black, white, and brown. The juvenile justice system has failed us. And I intend to see that we put some teeth back in our prosecution of these young people. Now, the murder of the young girl is in custody. But I'm going to be sure that he'll be put away where he never again will be a threat to decent, law-abiding citizens.
Aren't you rushing things a bit, Mr. DeGoes?
I'm sorry, you're,
W. Emily Hanover, County Mental Health. And I'd like to remind you, Mr. DeGoes, that children, like adults, have certain rights under the law. One of those rights is the assumption of innocence until proven guilty. The child in custody is a suspect. He's not a murderer yet. And until he's proven one, we can't exactly lock him up and throw away the key.
well, Miss Hanover...
That's Dr. Hanover.
All right. Dr. Hanover, I don't know why you're here or what your interest in this matter is.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm a psychiatrist. I deal with these children...
Oh, you're a psychiatrist. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Let me tell you what doesn't work anymore. It's the lenient namby-pamby, slap-on-the-wrist attitude of psychologists and social workers who mollycoddle young hoodlums and send them home with a talking to, a pat on the head, and a warning to be good boys. This incident illustrates the failure of that approach once and for all.
It's going to crucify us.
A young man in custody for this murder was part of a special new program instituted by the probation department. A program which took thousands of hardcore gang members and instead of putting them into institutions where they belong, set them loose on the streets. And the result? An innocent life lost. A tiny child tragically mowed down in front of our own home.
Oh, wait a minute.
And how many more are going to have to die? before we acknowledge that there's only one place for these monsters? Behind bars!
It's just that kind of stupid rhetoric that ruins every program.
And I remind you, baby rattlesnakes are tiny, but their venom is as potent as a 6-foot rattler. Those babies are lethal killers.
Dr. Hanover?
Yes?
I just wanted to meet you. I'm Dr. Quincy.
Yes, I know. I know all about you.
You do? We just met.
Your reputation precedes you, Dr. Quincy.
It does?
You're a grandstander and a publicity monger. You're just as bad as Art DeGoes, grabbing all the press space and TV time you can. Anytime there's a hot issue, who's right in the center of it? Dr. Quincy. You get more press than the mayor.
Wait a minute. What are you talking
Now
about?
here's the latest issue. Juvenile crime, children who kill. A really juicy issue, right, Doctor? Just the kind of thing that gets senators elected and medical examiners a lot of publicity. And you want to know what I think? I think you're up there supporting Art DeGoes and you don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm not supporting the goals.
You're up there with him, aren't you? That implies sanction. Oh, please, Dr. Quincy, don't give me that humble public servant garbage.
Excuse me, Doctor. Where do you come off making vaulting assumptions like that anyway? Is that the kind of scientist you are? You don't know one real thing about me, what I like or what I feel or what I want, and yet you judge me? Well, let me remind you that even grandstanding publicity mongers like us have certain rights, like we are innocent until proven guilty.
Then maybe you better be a little more careful in how you exercise the power of this office. Maybe you ought to do a little research. Check your facts before you imply support of DeGoes, because you really don't know anything about this issue, do you, Doctor? As far as I'm concerned, you're nothing but a hot dog.
Hot dog. Hot dog.
They said you want to see me?
Ethan Kello?
Yeah. You a cop?
No, I'm a doctor.
Well, what do you want with me then?
Just want to talk to you.
I got nothing to say.
Dr. Hanover kind of sent me over.
Oh, yeah? You know her?
Sort of.
She's a good lady. She listens when you talk.
If you talk to me, I promise I'll listen.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
You.
What's going on here? What kind of doctor are you?
I'm not here as a doctor. I'm just here as a person.
Oh, man, that's a good one. I've seen people like you before. You want to see what a real-life gangbanger looks like up close? What kind of kid is it that could blow somebody away?
Ethan, it's not that.
Don't shine me on, man. I'm not too smart the way you think it counts. And I don't get along too good in school, but there are other ways of being smart. And one of them is knowing when somebody's trying to jerk you around. Get lost, man. Go find a circus if you want to see a freak.
Ethan? What happened?
I got him mad. He's got a short fuse.
Yeah, but he's a good kid. Rick Dorado, county probation.
How do you do? Dr. Quincy, coroner's office.
Yeah, I know. They told me you were here. I was a little surprised.
I got galvanized into coming.
By Emily Hanover?
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Well, heard her call you a hot dog. Oh, Emily. She works with me, unofficially. Yeah, she got real interested in this program and wanted to help out.
The program, is that the one DeGoes was talking about the other day?
Right, the Special Gang Supervision Program. It's a terrific plan, Dr. Quincy. The only one of its kind in the country, but it's still controversial.
If you're turning hardcore criminals loose on the streets, it should be controversial.
You know, hang on. Are you buying Art DeGoes' rhetoric? It's not quite like that.
Well, you'll have to convince me of that.
All right, come on. I'll buy you a cup of coffee and explain it to you.
Okay.
You know, 2 years ago, in Los Angeles, the murder rate in gang slayings was over 350 and rising. And we wanted to cut that number, right? So we took 2,000 of the toughest chronic juvenile offenders we could find and put them in a special surveillance program of specially trained probation officers. Now, most POs get caseloads of, what, 250, 300? Our guys get 50, max. I mean, they stick to these kids like flypaper.
Yeah, but the kids are free. They're not behind bars. Aren't they still a danger to the community?
Doctor, don't make us sound like woolly brain romantics. I mean, believe me, if there's a dangerous, violent offender, we put him away. We're not interested in impossible crusades. Look, what we're doing is we're taking kids that we think we can affect. Tough kids who could go either way. And we're saying to them, okay, now you got a chance to make this work, but it's all up to you. See, if you stay clean, you got no problem. But you mess up just once, just that much, we'll send you away so fast you won't have time to catch a quick breath. And we do.
And this procedure's effective?
In the first year of that program, the gang homicide count was down by over 100. I mean, that's an incredible drop in 1 year's time.
Rick, it sounds good. But in this case, it didn't work. There's a dead girl who might be alive if that kid in your program hadn't been set loose.
Ethan Kello didn't kill that child.
How do you know that?
I know it. I know it in here. Look, Dr. Quincy, I was raised in the streets. You know, I mean, I was in and out of juvenile hall, probation camps. I was headed for a life behind bars. But one man felt in his heart that there was some good in me. He was my probation officer, and, well, he changed my life. Now, I've got that same feeling in my heart about Ethan. Look, let me buy you dinner. I'll tell you all about what it's like to be a gang kid.
Well, you bought me coffee, let me buy you dinner. Oh, I know a restaurant you're gonna love the owner. He's an adult delinquent.
Very good, gentlemen. Spread them out around the floor, no touching.
When are we gonna get beds, man?
The name is Mr. Kennedy, not man. You want to try again?
Okay, when are we gonna get beds, Mr. Kennedy? You know, I don't like sleeping on the floor.
As soon as we get beds, we move you into them. Hey, what was that? I saw that, mister. Let's go.
No, man, that's a crock.
Listen, you flash a gang sign in here, you go to lockup. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I didn't flash no gang sign. You're seeing things.
And now you asking for extra time. Get your hands in your pockets and let's go. The rest of you, it's lights out and you're on quiet.
Bangers, boy. We heard what went down. You tried to make a hit on us. You're dead, sucker.
Quince, how you doing?
Okay, what's the special tonight?
Linguine with pesto sauce. Heavenly. Crushed the basil myself. My used 45.
That sounds terrific. I'm waiting for a friend.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. Let me have a beer, Johnny.
You got it, Doc.
Dr. Hanover?
Dr. Quincy.
What are you doing here?
I'm meeting a friend. He doesn't seem to be here.
Well, may I buy you a drink while you wait?
All right.
What do you have?
I'll have a beer.
Oh, take mine. Johnny, another beer.
Right.
This is pretty generous of you, considering how I acted today. I'm sorry. Got a big mouth and a quick temper, and it's gotten me in trouble before.
Please don't apologize. You were absolutely right, and it got me off the dime. I went down to juvenile hall this afternoon. I'm having dinner with Rick Dorado tonight. I want to learn everything I can about the probation.
Wait a minute, Rick Dorado?
Yeah.
I'm having dinner with Rick Dorado.
No, you cannot tonight.
Tonight?
Well, I was
I'm
with him this
meeting him
afternoon,
here.
and
I'm telling you, Oh. It's been a lot of years since this happened to me. But unless I miss my guest, Doctor, you and I have been set up.
I'd say you're right, and I'd say it's a great idea. Now, why don't we stop calling each other doctor?
Okay. What do I call you?
Oh, Quincy, Quince, anything you want.
Don't you have a first name?
Yeah, but everybody calls me Quincy. Well, I call you.
Everybody calls me Emily.
All right, Amber. Listen, what does the W really stand for?
I'll tell you if you tell me your first name.
Cheers.
Evening. Dinner for two?
We don't want to disappoint Rick.
Good. We'll order in a couple of minutes, Danny.
Whenever.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. I really do owe you an apology. I called you some terrible names.
Oh, believe me, I've been called worse.
It's just that when I care about something, like Rick's project, and I hear it being maligned and slandered and in danger of being shut down, I get pretty steamed up.
You know, I talked to the kid at Juvenile Hall this afternoon.
With Ethan?
Yeah. He's a tough kid and very angry.
Well, he has reason to be. If you had lived his life, you'd be angry too.
I'm sure.
But with all that Ethan has been through, he is a survivor. He's bright, he's clever, he's a real leader. That's why we targeted him.
What do you mean targeted?
With some kids, you can tell they're going to be the gang leaders of the future. Like Ethan. What we try to do is get to them early, turn them around, see if they can't take those leadership qualities and put them to work in the other direction.
That makes a lot of sense.
Ethan could take all that native intelligence, all that ambition, and turn it into a real plus, or he could use it to continue in a life of crime. He is right on the border.
Well, are we ready to order?
What do you recommend?
Oh, linguine with pesto sauce.
No. Listen, I want you to bring us 2 of your tasty, incomparable, delicious, foot-long hot dogs.
Excellent choice. Why did I ever go into restaurant business?
I want you to see that any resemblance between a medical examiner and a hot dog is purely fictitious.
Hey, bro. Look at this. The word is, you better keep your mouth shut, not rat on the brothers.
I don't want to take this rap, man. I didn't kill anybody.
Shh. You're 14. Ain't nothing so terrible gonna happen to you.
I got a jacket on me in here. The wallbangers are gonna lean on me.
Then lean back. That's how you make it in here. 'Cause if you rat on the Ravens, they gonna lean on your mama and your baby brother. Real bad.
Here, you got your detention hearing today, boy. You gonna try and get yourself sent home? Pick it up. Pick it up!
Oh, man. Hold it! What's going on in here?
Man, this dude's crazy, man. He bit my leg.
I bit him.
Wait a minute. We're not going to argue about who started it. You're both going to lock up. Get your hands in your pockets.
Not too smart. Pulling something like that on the day of your detention hearing? No way they're gonna send you home now, son.
The gang stick out of territory using a placa. That's the graffiti you see all over. Like that one. See? The first thing on a placa is the person writing it. Spooky. Then the gang name. BB stands for Brown Bloods. The R means Rifa, or long live the Brown Bloods. The 13 stands for the 13th letter of the alphabet, which is M, which means they're into marijuana. The numero uno means the number 1, the best.
Well, after they've staked out a territory, then what?
Oh. Then anybody from a rival gang who crosses it or even comes near it risks his life.
Do you really think we're going to get any information about that shooting in this neighborhood? This is Chicano territory. Ethan's part of a black gang.
Yeah, we've already canvassed the Ravens and got nothing. I mean, they're shut up tight and drum on this, but the Brown Bloods are close by. You know, there's a curious network of information among these gangs, so sometimes you get lucky. You get a lead from a rival gang.
There's some gangbangers over there. See them?
See how they're dressed? Oversized khakis, oversized T-shirts. That's for intimidation.
How are baggy pants intimidating?
Because in baggy pants and shirts, it's easier to conceal a weapon. You never know if he has one or not. Hola, pues. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Dónde la cogiste?
Pues lo compré.
¿Dónde?
Like at a store, homeboy.
You got a bill of sale for it?
Oh, man. I left that at home in my safe.
You guys hear about what went down over at Banning last week? Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, we know, man. Ravens made a hit on wall bangers. So?
Anything else?
Fella, please, if you know anything, tell us. There's a life at stake here.
Yeah. Well, there always is, man.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, come on. What do you know?
Nothing. Look, we gotta go, all right?
Yeah, go on, beat it. I don't get it. Everybody's clammed up on this thing. If somebody doesn't come through and blow the whistle on whoever did this, Ethan's gonna take the rap.
Check that out. Hey, you should have been there, I say. It was bad. I mean, we were dragging down the middle of the street, you know, neck and neck.
Isn't that Peter Morales, one of your probationers?
Yeah. Let's have a talk with him. Hey, hold it right there, you guys.
Grab some paint. Come on.
What's this?
I found it, right back there in the alley, honest.
You're taking it home to your mother, right? How come you get in a car with BBs?
Hey, I got lost, all right? They're just giving me a ride, that's all.
Pete, you're in violation of your probation. You're hanging out with gang members, and you're holding an illegal weapon. I'm taking you in.
Oh, man, don't do this.
Josh, cuff him. See? That's what I mean, Doctor. Who knows what Pete was up to with that knife? But he'll have to cool off and think about it now, won't he?
You know, there are a lot of people like DeGoes who have the wrong idea about the probation department. I want to see if I can do something about that.
Mr. DeGoes, I went out riding with Rick Dorado last night to see the kind of thing he does, and it's not the way you're portraying it. They're not a bunch of do-gooders that are letting kids get away with murder. Believe me, they're very tough. They're on-the-line professionals. They take a very hard line with the kids. Hard and fair.
What are you saying, Dr. Quincy? That I'm on a witch hunt?
No, I'm not saying that, but lately you have been hitting pretty hard against the probation department.
The probation department, the entire juvenile justice system of the state. And I won't back off from any of my statements, guys. I believe they're absolutely accurate. The people of the state deserve better protection than they're getting.
And you know what I see out there? Out there in the real world? A lot of highly dedicated, committed people doing jobs, working extra long hours for no pay. They do rough jobs, dirty jobs that don't have many rewards. And all you do here in the halls of justice, with your suits and your ties and your leather briefcases, is point the finger of blame and say they aren't doing enough. Well, maybe you ought to walk a mile in their moccasins.
What do you think I am, Doctor? Some sort of a monster that I want to undo all the good in the world? Do you seriously think I would be taking irresponsible potshots at a system if it were working? Now, give me a little credit. This leather briefcase, not a status symbol. It's a work symbol. It's full of research that I've gathered over the year. And you know what it tells me, Doctor? That young people are committing more and more violent crimes. That the public is scared and it's angry.
I don't deny that. People should be accountable for their acts. But what we're talking about here is a way to curb the problem before it becomes violent crime.
Well, there you're in trouble, Doctor. You want to cure the ills of society for us? That would be a bit much, even for a politician. No, I think hardcore kids should be locked up and kept there till after the age of troublemaking. There's only one place for that kind of little animal. That's behind bars.
There's one thing you're forgetting, Mr. DeGoes. They are not animals. They're human beings.
Ethan, I think your best bet is to plead guilty.
I'm not guilty. Why should I say I am?
Because if you plead not guilty to murder and you lose, they'll lock you up in an institution for a long, long time. But if you plead guilty to a lesser charge, say manslaughter, you come out way ahead.
What do you mean?
If you plead guilty to manslaughter, they'll still send you to a California Youth Authority. And in theory, they can keep you there till you're 21. But the reality is that you'll spend far less time there under a manslaughter charge. Maybe only 18 months.
18 months?
As opposed to 3 years, 4 years, maybe even more. It's a big difference, Ethan.
This whole thing stinks.
You think about it. You let me know your decision tomorrow, okay?
Do what he says, baby. 18 months. That's not so bad. The man makes sense. Please listen to him.
Dr. Quincy.
Oh, hi, Quince. I just left Simonides. He wants Ethan to plead down. I just don't know if he should.
Emily, I know how important this is to you. I wish there was something I could do.
Oh, Quincy, there's nothing anybody can do. Simonides told Ethan to think about it, and he's going to talk to him tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, if there is anything I could do, please call, will you?
Well, you've already done a lot, Quince. You've been a really good friend. Thank you.
Hey, did I tell you what a terrific time I had with you at Danny's the other night?
So did I.
Did you?
I sure did.
Oh, that's terrific. We'll have to do it again real soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, Ethan, you've been thinking about our talk? So what do you think? You want to go for manslaughter?
No, sir.
Ethan.
Mr. Simonides, don't try to talk me out of it now. I've been awake all night trying to figure it out in my mind. I go back and forth, from one end and then the other, till my head feels like it's ready to explode. But the answer still comes out the same. 18 months. Doesn't sound like much to you. But to me, that's a big chunk of my life. I don't want to go to YA. Not even for 18 months. There ain't no way I'm gonna say I did something when I didn't.
Mr. O'Brien, isn't there any way to keep Ethan from standing trial today? Couldn't the state dismiss the petition?
Doctor, I didn't even want to file this case, but I've got no choice. There's strong circumstantial evidence and an eyewitness willing to identify Ethan. Believe me, my office went out and investigated this case thoroughly. We know there was some question about it, but we couldn't get anybody to give a different story.
We couldn't shake him loose either.
Maybe there's nothing to shake loose. Dr. Quincy, the hardcore DA's office prosecutes nothing but these kinds of offenses. And you know what? Nobody ever did it. Every kid who comes through claims he was set up or framed, but he was never there in the first place. Now, sometimes that's actually true. And we work hard to uncover those times and don't file against an innocent kid. But this time, I gotta tell you, I can't find the chink in the story.
What would you need to dismiss the charges?
Somebody to come forward and substantiate Ethan's story. And the names of the other guys in the car. Some solid piece of evidence that proves Ethan didn't do it. Give me anything that casts doubt. And I'll listen.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, what now? Well, now I try to find something that'll make him listen.
Suppose you're here to give me the same line everybody else has. Tell us who set you up, Ethan. Why don't you cooperate, Ethan? We can't help you if you don't help us, Ethan.
I thought you knew me better than that. I came here to see how you're feeling. See if there's anything I can do for you. Your hearing is today. I'd be pretty nervous if I were you.
Yeah, well, maybe I am, a little.
There's a lot at stake. You must be scared about maybe going to YA.
Wouldn't you be? There's some pretty tough guys in there. Big guys. I mean, I could take care of myself and all, but...
But you don't think you deserve to go there?
No way. Listen, I know that was stupid of me to get in that car. But I didn't know that then. I thought maybe they got used to the fact that I wasn't gonna go gangbanging anymore, and we could still be brothers. Pretty stupid. Because what they wanted me for was to get them some dope out of the pharmacy I work at. And when I wouldn't do it, well, you know what happened. I was doing pretty good before then, Doc, honest. I was staying clean, I had a job, and I don't want to get sent up.
Ethan, maybe you won't have to.
What the hey? Nobody cares about what I want anyway. Send one more black boy up. Who's counting?
You are absolutely wrong, Ethan, and unfair. You're surrounded by people who care. There are plenty of people out there right now trying to find ways to help you. The probation department, the coroner's office, the district attorney, county mental health. Ethan, what do you think we're all in this for? To hurt you? We are bending over backwards to keep you out of an institution. Because we want to see you get that last chance. We want to see you make good.
This is the gun, Quincy. Though what you hope to prove at this point, I don't know. And the casing you found at the scene, you match it to this gun, huh?
Sure. And there's no question about it. The firing pin mark is identical.
The police did a gunshot residue test on the boy. It was positive. Now, is there any way he could have gotten this residue on him without having fired the gun?
Sure. With a shotgun, especially an old one like this, that residue could have gone almost anywhere. It probably got onto all the kids in the car and probably all over the car, too.
So the residue doesn't prove conclusively that Ethan fired the gun?
No, but it does prove that he was in close proximity.
Well, Johnny, is there anything you can think of, anything you found in the gun that might be a discrepancy? Anything I could take as evidence to the DA to prove that that kid is telling the truth?
I don't know. I'm sorry, Quincy. I can't think of a thing.
Oh, neither can I. Just fishing. I'm looking for something I don't even know what it is. Do me a favor, will you?
Sure.
Check the pellet dispersion pattern. See if any of the distances don't fit the crime scene.
Yeah, we'll do.
Call me if you find anything.
Okay.
Sergeant Quincy.
Quincy, you owe me a big one.
Why? What happened?
I test-fired your shotgun for you. Huh? And it has one heck of a blowback.
Is that a discrepancy with the DA's story?
Oh, is it? Listen.
No. Don't tell me now. Tell me in court.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name and your title, please.
John Cole, firearms expert, police crime lab. I test-fired the shotgun that was used in the Banning Street incident. I was a little careless about testing the gun, Your Honor, and this is what happened. It's an old gun, and it produces what we call a blowback. That's hot gases, gunpowder, and bits of metal. It's caused by an imperfect seal on a barrel around the shotgun shell. Now, every time that I fired the gun after that, it created severe blowback particles. And in my opinion, there's no way that anyone could have fired that gun without being pelted and burned the same way I was.
And, Your Honor, there's no evidence of any burn damage on the minor's face. And when he was admitted into juvenile hall, after the shooting incident, he visited the infirmary. There's no record of any burn damage.
Thank you, Mr. Simonides.
You may step down, Mr. Coe. Ethan, what was it you said happened after the gun was fired?
Guy, he covered his face and yelled or something.
Your Honor, in light of this new evidence and in the furtherance of justice, we move to dismiss the petition.
We've heard an eyewitness testify he saw the minor holding the shotgun and firing it from the window of the car. In light of the evidence just presented now, and the fact that the witness may have occasion to be prejudiced, I am inclined to accept the minor's version of the story. The state has moved to dismiss the 602-187 petition for murder. So moved. However, I still have before me a 777 petition for violation of probation. And by the minor's own admission, he was violating the terms of his probation document by associating with known gang members. There is an extensive probation report prepared by Mr. Dorado, and I am inclined to agree with his recommendations. I feel what the minor has gone through in the past weeks has more than taught him a lesson. I'm remanding him home on probation, subject to the same terms and conditions of his previous probation, under the special gang supervision program. So, you're free to go.
Right,
Congratulations.
Thank you, Quincy. Great job. Well, Quincy, you sure made one young man mighty happy.
Rick, I couldn't be happier myself. How about your program? Is it still in danger?
Well, the hearing's next week, but I gotta tell you, I think the outcome of this case is gonna make all the difference in the world.
I hope so.
Hey, Rick, wait up. Listen, I wanted to ask your recommendation on Pete Morales. He was picked up on a 777 probation violation, and your report recommends sending him to a secure camp.
That's right.
Well, come on now. Isn't that a little strong? I mean, this is his first violation, and...
Look, Scott, if you're trying to get me to lessen the terms in that report, forget it. I want Pete put away, and not on short term either. No compromises.
Well, I think he should be given another chance.
No, not one more. None. He goes away, and that's that.
Okay.
Rick, I know you know your business, but I have to admit I'm confused.
About what?
About what? I've seen you take a week out of your life to prevent a kid from being sent away. Now here's another kid you're just as determined to send to camp.
That's right, Quincy. But you see, that's the whole point of my program.
What do you mean?
We know the kids. See, we don't get socked with 300 cases that we try to handle over a phone. We see them, we visit, we get involved. We can treat each of them as individuals, not as case histories.
Well, why do you want to send this kid away?
I think Pete needs this kind of structure. We gave him a chance on the streets, and he's messed up a couple of times already. He's got to get the message that we mean what we say. You violate, you get busted. Now, Ethan was different. See, he's younger, he's less experienced, more vulnerable. For him, I think being sent away would have been harmful. Two different kids, two different attitudes towards him. We gotta be realistic, Quincy, and look at each and every kid as an individual human being with his own unique set of circumstances.
Quincy, where were you last night? We missed you at the poker game.
You'd have missed me. You missed my money. That's what you missed.
We're going to the Dodger game tomorrow night. You want to go?
Tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Well, I better check it out.
Check it out with who?
Check it out with my schedule. That's with who?
You're sure it's your schedule you need to check it out with, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure it's the schedule I have to check it out with.
As Emily ordered, the best bubbly in the house.
New York champagne. What are we celebrating?
Good news. Rick called me, and his program has been approved for another year.
Oh, that's terrific. Now, why isn't he here celebrating with it?
Because he's on his way to San Diego, and then he's going to Salt Lake City. He's going to try to set up the same program in those cities.
I know it's only a beginning, but it's very encouraging.
And I talked to Ethan's teacher today. He's back at school, and he's really bearing down. And thanks to that evidence you uncovered, the police arrested a suspect for the murder.
Oh, that's true. Looks like another happy ending, huh?
That's right. Hey, Quince, what's the matter?
Nothing. Why?
Come on, this is a happy occasion. What's the matter with you?
Oh, nothing. No, I really am happy. These are terrific.
Well, look, we've been working very closely together lately. It's been terrific, and now everything seems to be coming to a close and wrapping up. Does that mean I'm not going to see you anymore?
Dr. Quincy, you just try to get away from me.
Fellas, forget the ball game, will you?
Are cannulated. He's ready to go on to bypass.
Going on bypass.
There's one of the culprits. I feel plaque at the marginal branch of the left anterior descending coronary. The venous blood's a little dark. You better increase blood flow.
Increasing flow to 5 liters. We'll send the blood gas.
Let's administer cardioplasia and stop the heart. The ice saline ready?
Yes, doctor.
Well, you made that look simple enough.
Well, a little more complicated than we expected, but relatively simple procedure. Mr. Markham shouldn't have any trouble.
He should be able to run a 4-minute mile with what you did for his heart.
You know, when I was a kid, my brothers used to call me Hans. I could never catch a football.
Good morning, Mr. Markham. How are you feeling today?
Not too good.
Were you able to sleep last night?
No, I feel too bad. You know, the doctor told me this operation was going to be a breeze, and I was going to have an easy recovery.
Well, it's only been a day. Give it a little longer.
Okay. But the operation was supposed to take away the tightness. But compared to the pain in my chest right now, tightness was nothing.
I'll tell Dr. Royce you're not feeling well.
Thank you.
I'll be right back, Mr. Markham. I think we better call Dr. Royce right away. What's wrong? Mr. Markham. He has a pain in his chest. His color is pale, skin cold and clammy, and his blood pressure is down 80/50.
Pressure's down to 60. That leak is in the left anterior descending. Let's get him back on bypass. Heparin.
He's arrested. VFib.
Must be an infarction. Epinephrine. Come on, damn it! Come on!
Mr. Markham didn't make it.
Won't you both please sit down? Clerk said you wanted to see me, Mr. Markham.
No. No, he wanted you to see me. I guess I lost my temper at him. He doesn't seem to think that my brother was worth an autopsy.
No, it's not that at all. You see, since your brother was under a doctor's care the last 20 days, the doctor will certify his death. An autopsy just isn't required by law.
Yeah, he was under a doctor's care, all right. That's why we want the investigation.
Well, the clerk was just trying to save you money. But if you're willing to pay for it, there's no reason why your application shouldn't be approved.
How much will it cost?
$575.18.
Oh, Ted, that's an awful lot of money, especially now.
That's all right. I'll take care of it.
I don't think I have the strength to go through all this.
Sarah, listen to me. Listen. This isn't just for you and me. If that doctor did kill Hal, I don't want him to do that to anybody else.
All right.
Come in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were...
No, Quincy, come in. I was just going to call for you. This is Mrs. Markham and her brother-in-law, Ted Markham.
How do you do?
I've reviewed Mrs. Markham's request for an autopsy for her late husband. It's not a coroner's case, but I'd like you to handle it.
Okay.
Mr. Markham died following complications from heart surgery.
That's what the doctor said. I think he killed him.
It's a pretty strong accusation, Mr. Markham. Who's the surgeon?
Dr. Stanley Royce.
Royce? Well, he is one of our best.
That's why we went to him. Even though it was so expensive, I mean, he promised us everything would be just fine, that we would have nothing to worry about.
And 48 hours later, they told us they lost him due to complications. The operation was a success, but the patient died.
Sometimes it is unavoidable.
That's what I want to find out, Dr. Quincy. My brother was too good to lose if it was avoidable.
How'd you come to choose Dr. Royce?
Oh, well, our family doctor referred us to him. He said that even though Hal didn't feel that bad, that we should take care of it before it became a big problem, or it might be too late then.
They said it could be done more safely and easier now. We listened. Now, my sister-in-law's a widow with 2 teenage kids to bring up.
So you're thinking about a malpractice suit?
You listen. There are a lot of people who try to take advantage of a situation like this. All I want is to find out the truth about my brother's death.
Of course.
Mr. Markham, we'll let you know the results as soon as we've finished our tests.
When will that be?
Well, I think we'll have the initial report in a few days.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, what do you think?
Well, I can certainly understand their grief, but I'd be very surprised if Stan lost one of his patients because of negligence. One of the best cardiac surgeons we have.
I agree with you.
But you remember he operated on Monahan's wife? She had a bad ventricle. 2 other surgeons, they wouldn't even risk surgery. He saved her life.
Well, they've made the application and they're ready to pay for an autopsy, so we'll do an autopsy.
I'll get on as soon as they pick up the body.
Quincy?
Yeah.
What did you want to see me about?
Oh, I forgot. The pericardium is clear and unremarkable. Valve's intact. Even the small scissors we said. There are 2 bypass grafts, Sam. Some minor bleeding on this one.
Oh, look at the size of that plaque that obstructed that vessel. It must have significantly restricted the blood flow.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Dr. Royce was right. Mr. Markham definitely needed that operation. Doesn't look like it was a difficult procedure.
Looks like he did a good job, too.
Al Markham could have lived for many more years without any heart trouble after this correction.
Looks like the heart muscle's a lighter color here on the apex of the left ventricle.
Yeah, it's an early infarct. Muscle just didn't get enough blood and died probably from a blockage.
Think a clot formed and blocked the artery?
Yeah, looks like it.
What do you think caused it?
We'll find out as soon as we can look at the microsections.
Here it is, Quince. The blood clot where they attached the bypass graft to the coronary artery.
That's what killed him.
There was bleeding where they attached the graft to the artery. A blood clot formed, blocking the artery and killing the muscle it fed.
So that's when he started having the pain and they took him back into surgery.
But we still don't know why he started bleeding after the surgery. Take a look. It's a section right at the attachment. You can see the sutures attaching the graft to the coronary artery.
Oh, they look tight. Where was the bleeding coming from?
Watch. There's a tear in the graft vessel next to the suture. See it?
Uh-huh. Oh, I see it. But it's sealed now.
Well, they must have sealed it after they took him back into surgery and removed the torn suture. I suppose the vessel they used for the bypass graft had a weakness in the wall.
Why didn't they catch the leak?
Well, they attached the graft while he was on bypass. The blood was being pumped around the heart through the heart-lung machine, so there was no blood pressure in the coronary arteries. Then when the surgery was finished, they went off bypass, they sewed him up, the blood pressure returned to normal and caused the suture to rip through the weak spot in the graft vessel.
So he bled internally. Of course, the clot formed at the site of the bleeding, blocked the coronary artery, causing a heart attack.
Now, if that's what happened, it's just an unfortunate accident. There's nothing anybody could have done. I'm going to go see Dr. Royce.
Right.
Oh, excuse me, I'm looking for Dr. Stanley Royce.
Yes, he just finished surgery.
Thank you.
Dr. Royce, that was the finest bypass procedure I've ever seen.
It was outstanding. I learned more today than I did in medical school.
Stan, I'd talk to you for a minute.
Hey, Quincy, it's good to see you again. How's Claire Monahan feeling?
Oh, fine, thanks to you. She's jogging 3 miles a day, still asking the lieutenant to join her.
I wish they all did that well. I understand the Markham family asked you to do an autopsy for him.
Yeah.
We're going to cooperate in every way we can.
I appreciate that.
Quincy, will you walk to my office with me while I change? I'm scheduled tighter than the president these days.
Of course. Stan, I feel bad about being here.
No worse than I feel. When the symptoms showed, we rushed him back to emergency surgery, but it was too late. Heart was too severely damaged.
Our micro showed a tear in the graft vessel where you attached it to the coronary artery. That's where the bleeding was.
Quincy is one of those things that can only happen once in a million years. There was a weak spot in the wall of the graft vein. Sutures were tight, but when we took him off bypass, one of the sutures pulled through.
That's what I figured. You didn't see any bleeding at all before you closed him up?
Nobody could have seen anything when he was on bypass. It probably started a few hours after surgery when his blood pressure began to rise. Tell you everything humanly possible was done, but we aren't perfect.
How do you explain that to the next of kin?
You can't. All the explanations in the world aren't going to help his family.
So you see, Dr. Royce did everything he possibly could.
Do you know, I'm actually relieved. I mean, at least Hal didn't die needlessly from some stupid mistake. Oh, that would have been a lot harder to live with.
I wish there was some way you could be compensated for your loss. And any lawyer will tell you there was no malpractice.
Oh, that's all right. Even with Ted standing right behind me, I don't think I could get through a long legal case.
I sure wish I could help you.
Don't worry. I mean, we are going to manage somehow. Hal was a congenital optimist, and you can't live with a man like that for 25 years and not have some of it rub off on you, you know.
Well, did you do the autopsy? Yes, I did. And? There were no signs of negligence.
Now, how did I know you were going to say that?
You wanted the truth, didn't you?
What is the truth, Dr. Quincy?
That there was nothing unusual or unacceptable about Dr. Royce's procedure.
Hmm? Tell me something, Doctor. If my brother hadn't had that operation, would he be alive today?
Most likely, yes.
Then how can you say there's no negligence?
Sometimes these procedures appear to be simple, and then some hidden danger, which is almost undetectable, causes complications and proves fatal.
My brother was not a car that you can send back to the mechanic if what he fixed didn't work. He was a human being, and he deserved a lot more care than you'd give an automobile. One shot. That's all Dr. Royce had. One shot at my brother. He wasn't allowed to make a mistake or not see any hidden dangers. He told us that he had a new operation he developed. Guaranteed it. Guaranteed that my brother would make it. How many mistakes is he going to be allowed to make? You know something, Doctor? I can remember when doctors gave comfort, not excuses.
Sam, give me the autopsy file on the Markham case. Right. Mark, where are the articles on cardiac surgery?
Top drawer, file on the left.
Thank you. Did you get a description of the heart?
Yeah. What's going on?
I'm not sure. I need to know where the plaque was in the descending coronary artery.
It was located right at the marginal branch.
Right? There.
Right.
But the bypass graft was hooked in further down the artery beyond the plaque.
That's the way it's usually done.
But not with Royce. Markham's brother said Royce was using a new procedure that he'd developed for cases like this. That's when I remembered the article. Royce got a lot of publicity a couple of years ago for it. He was one of the doctors involved in the development of a procedure for cases where a plaque is located where a side branch divides off in an artery.
Like this one.
Exactly. In the old procedure, the vein graft was connected here, just as it is. But Royce developed a technique where you cut right in the middle of the plaque. Then you clean it out and attach the graft here. You get full blood flow back to the heart here and here. 2 for the price of 1.
Well, that's a much better procedure.
You bet it is.
Maybe there was some reason why I didn't do it that way.
There's only one man who knows the answer to that one. Come in.
What is this?
You lied to me about the Markham case.
What are you talking about?
This. You wrote about the technique that was designed for cases just like Markham's. Now, why didn't you use it?
Quincy, it couldn't be done. There was too much calcium on the plaque. You can't clean them out when they're like that.
That's bunk, Doctor. I examined the plaque, remember? It was cholesterol. There wasn't enough calcium to interfere with anything.
Quincy, I don't like a third degree. I used the old technique because it was a simple case.
Well, you were in a hurry to get to your next procedure.
Don't be ridiculous. I had so many procedures that day.
And this wasn't one of them.
What?
You weren't even there, were you?
Who do you think did the operation?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out.
Quincy, please, as one doctor to another, I'll forget about this foolishness if you will.
I don't want to forget about it, Stan. I don't want you to forget about it either.
Look, I'm a reasonable man, but you're trying my temper. What exactly are you accusing me of?
Ghost surgery.
I'm not going to answer that. If you'll excuse me.
You know, Stan, you can be guilty of malpractice not only for what you do, but also for what you don't do.
Okay. First finger here, second finger here, third finger here. Oh, wait a minute. Ah! Okay. I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. No guts, no glory, right?
Right.
Down in the valley so, oh my goodness. Hang your head over, hear the wind blow. Quincy.
Oh, I love to hear you sing.
Oh, I'm so shaky with this guitar, but it is such a beautiful instrument. A friend of mine was going out of town and left it with me for safekeeping, so I figured I'd teach myself how to play.
Yeah, but don't put it down. I want to hear another song.
Come on, Quince, my fingers are so
please.
sore. I haven't built up the calluses yet.
One more number, come on.
Quince. Hey, what's up?
Nothing's up. Why?
You want my opinion about something, don't you?
Well, not necessarily.
Come on, Quince, get it off your chest.
What are you, a psychic or a psychiatrist? Okay. You know Stan Royce?
Royce. No, I don't believe I do.
Well, he's a cardiac surgeon, one of the best in his field. He's letting residents perform some of his procedures. He's operating in absentia, endangering the lives of his patients.
And you want to understand why he persists on doing it?
Yeah.
You know, I dated a surgeon once. He was a real macho, superhuman type personality. You know, the kind of guy thought he was infallible, thought he could do anything. He was so wrapped up in proving that every day that I had to break up with him. He was a very boring man.
Oh, well, I don't think it was just ego. I mean, nobody's more highly thought of than Royce. He's got all the money he needs.
Quince, you used to be a practicing surgeon. You know what Royce went through. The 100-hour-a-week internships, the abuse from staff doctors, the almost inhuman competition for that first year's residency. He's paid his dues. He served his apprenticeship. Now, like most surgeons, he's probably caught up with the rewards.
I can't buy that either. A lot of other doctors burned the midnight oil, too. They didn't lose their objectivity.
But Royce has saved hundreds of lives. Patients, families, even doctors come to him every day, worshiping his procedures, idolizing his techniques. They put him on a 400-foot pedestal.
Well, you're saying adoration like that has to affect a person, cloud their objectivity.
I'm saying that after a while, people begin to believe that idolatry. Stan Royce may be a fine and dedicated surgeon, but after having elevator doors held open for him and hospital concessions made, it's hard to remain immune to people's unshakable image of you.
Yeah, well, that's fine if you're a god, not if you're a human being entrusted with people's lives. I'm not going to let go of this.
I didn't think you would.
Okay.
Well, so what's up now?
Now, tomorrow I'm going to go to the Board of Medical Quality Assurance.
Somehow I knew you'd do that.
Okay, now that I got it off my chest, can I have another song,
Quince,
please?
you are a glutton for punishment.
One more.
You really are. Okay. Angels in heaven know I love you.
Ghost surgery? That's right. That's when one doctor performs an operation for another doctor without the patient knowing about it. We don't condone that. Good, then maybe you'll do something about it. About what? What I just told you. This is the Board of Medical Quality Assurance, isn't it?
All you brought us is a journal article and some dubious accusations about a highly respected surgeon. We can't challenge a man of Dr. Royce's standing without a valid complaint. This isn't evidence. Well, we get crank calls that make more sense than this.
I'm not a crank. I know what I'm talking about. Now, why won't you believe me?
Because there are laws which make it very difficult for doctors to get away with ghost surgery. We've had informed consent in this state since 1975. Every patient has to sign a form which lists who's going to be doing the surgery.
The patient doesn't always know what he's signing. I mean, he's so scared. And how's he supposed to know who's holding the scalpel while he's under anesthesia?
Oh, what you're talking about would have to be known by all the doctors and the nurses.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time they covered up for each other, would it?
Well, it's not that common a problem, believe me.
It isn't. It isn't common for a surgeon to let an assistant start an operation for him and then finish it up after he leaves?
Yes. But why should an eminent specialist be forced to do ordinary work when he could use his time helping someone else?
He must not leave that operating room because the operation is not over. The trouble is you allow this to become a standard, acceptable procedure. It's too easy to abuse. What's to prevent a doctor from leaving too early or not even showing up at all?
I think you're exaggerating.
I am. Listen, there are over 18 million operations performed in this country every year. Who knows how many of them are performed by ghost surgeons? What about the Watson case?
Oh.
That obstetrician, he left a very difficult birth in the hands of an intern under his own name. The parents didn't find out about it until it was too late.
And they sued for malpractice and won.
But the Watsons lost a child. And you didn't even stop that doctor from practicing after that.
We couldn't take away his career after one mistake.
How do you know he won't do it again?
Listen, doctors are not criminals, and they can usually be taken at their word. Besides, we can't be running around all over the place, looking over everyone's shoulder all the time.
All right. Maybe you can't solve the whole problem, but you can do something about this one case. If Dr. Royce knows you're not going to do anything about it, he'll keep thinking he can get away with it, and there'll be more innocent victims like Markham.
Bring us a valid complaint. Give us something we can go on, and we'll investigate.
You promise?
I promise.
You're a doctor. I'll take you at your word.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, Herb?
Yes. Thanks for coming by. I know you're busy. Dr. Quincy's been calling me about that Markham case, and I've been avoiding him until I could talk to you.
Anything the matter?
Probably not, but I wanted to talk to you first. Get your side of it.
My side of it? You saw the report. Dr. Quincy conducted a postmortem and could find no negligence. Of course, he's such a fanatic, he could probably find fault with Dr. Schweitzer.
Well, unfortunately, I'm caught in the middle.
Herb, if push comes to shove, I expect you to back me 100%.
Of course. But Stan, could you do me a little favor?
What's that?
Well, could you cut back on your procedures for a while and stay closer to the residents?
I stay close to the residents? Are you suggesting that something is wrong with the Markham case?
No. I just don't want a whole investigation, even if we were vindicated, I'm sure we would be. The bad publicity would be embarrassing for the hospital.
I happen to have a certain stature as a cardiac surgeon, and I don't appreciate having other people telling me my responsibilities.
I'm just asking you to ease back a bit.
And waste time watching a resident putting in some final sutures when, in my judgment, it isn't necessary?
I'm just trying to do what's good for the hospital.
I'm good for this hospital. I bring a lot of patients here, and I make it possible for you to attract the best staff. Don't forget, surgery is the big profit maker. All those procedures I do help to pay for the CAT scanner and for that expensive testing equipment we need to provide highest quality medical care. I work my tail off trying to be the best doctor I know how, and I would never knowingly put my patients in jeopardy.
I'm not suggesting that.
Look, I respect your position here, and I know what a difficult job it is running a hospital. So, if I become an embarrassment to you, I'll simply go someplace else.
Oh, don't even talk like that, Stan. I didn't mean to offend you. And don't worry. You've got my full support.
Thanks, Herb.
Sorry, Quincy, it took so long. Department of Health Services is all backed up.
What'd you get, sir?
Death certificates of all patients who died under Dr. Royce's care in the past year.
How many were there?
6. You know, with the reputation he has, he must treat a lot of patients. That's an excellent record.
If one of these people died needlessly like Markham, then that's a terrible record. That's what I want to find out. Now, these don't have anything to do with surgery. Ventricular fibrillation, congestive heart failure, ruptured aortic aneurysm. These other 3 could be questionable.
Cardiogenic shock, myocardial infarct, congestion heart disease. All complications following surgery.
And the leading cause of death, complications.
I guess there's a catch-all when things don't go as planned. Where are you going?
Back to the hospital. See if I can get some more information on these cases. I've been trying to see the administrator for 2 days now. I gotta find something specific to give to the Board of Medical Quality Assurance. I want them to act.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm Dr. Quincy. I'm with the coroner's office. I'd like to see the records of some of your former patients.
Then you know that information is confidential. We cannot release records without a patient's permission.
Well, the patients I'm talking about are dead.
Then you'll need the consent of the next of kin.
Could you give me their addresses, please?
We're not allowed to disclose that either.
Did Dr. Royce tell you to be so cooperative?
Dr. Quincy, I don't like this any more than you do. Maybe you should speak with our administrator, Dr. Martin.
Are you kidding? I've been trying to get him for 2 days. We can't make a connection. He doesn't want to cooperate either.
Dr. Quincy, let me see what I can do.
Dr. Quincy. I'm sorry about all the delays in getting to talk to you, but we have been so busy around
So I
here.
understand.
How can I help you?
By giving me access to the medical records of some of Dr. Royce's former patients.
Oh, that may be a little difficult.
Why? You've got the authority?
Well, you know how sensitive doctors are about releasing patients' records and getting second-guessed.
Well, I could make this part of an official investigation and subpoena them.
Well, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. As I don't intend to go behind Dr. Royce's back and insult him, either professionally or personally.
Why are you so afraid of offending him?
Frankly, because Dr. Royce is very valuable to this hospital. I don't intend to lose him.
What about his patients? You don't seem to mind losing them.
Now, that's uncalled for.
So is letting ghost surgeons operate on them. Or don't you know what's going on in your own hospital?
I know that Dr. Royce is one of the finest doctors that have ever been here. And this is a teaching hospital, Dr. Quincy. Now, in case you've forgotten, surgeons are not born. They are created by doing one procedure after another. Do you know how many brilliant doctors he has turned out?
Now, you add up all the lives that they have saved.
That doesn't excuse losing one by letting a resident operate on him alone.
Now, what you're talking about is a question of judgment.
And I trust Dr. Royce's.
So you're part of this conspiracy, too?
The only conspiracy here is to help our patients.
How? By letting inferiors operate on them?
Dr. Quincy, who is going to tell a man like Dr. Royce when he can come and go in the operating room?
Well, there better be somebody. Or a lot more of your patients are going to come to my table.
Well, I'm sorry, too. Yeah, thank you very much.
See?
You're right. The hospital won't release patients' records to me either.
Well, can't you go a little higher? You're the old master. You know the right strings to pull.
I think I pulled the last one. Dr. Royce has some influence, too, you know.
Oh, he's stonewalling. If I don't get those records, the Board of Medical Quality Assurance won't do anything. I don't understand it. The hospital's always cooperated before.
Well, apparently they've had a change of policy.
That's right. Policy. Al Werbin.
The insurance investigator?
Medical insurance investigator. Almost everything Royce does has to be billed through health insurance companies.
And all the insurance companies share information through their computers. Quincy, that's brilliant. I'm glad I thought of that.
Quince, how are you?
Thanks for seeing me on such short notice, Al.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Sit down, sit down. Listen, you've helped us before. It's good business to return the favor. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm sure you know about ghost surgery.
Huh, I sure do. We had a case a short while ago, cost us a fortune. Now, I know the doctor in question did not perform the surgery, but we couldn't prove it. We lost the malpractice suit and never even found out if the doctor who performed the surgery was even insured by us. Fortunately, most surgeons are responsible enough not to gamble with their patients' lives. But for some, the temptation's too great not to squeeze in those extra procedures every day. You know, each one's worth a couple of $1,000s. That's what makes ghosts so appealing.
Well, how do they get around the informed consent, which is supposed to guarantee the patient's right to know who's doing the operating?
Well, the surgeon signs his name and associates on the form. Others come by every now and then, and the patient never really knows whether they were there for the whole procedure or not.
And that's one practice I want to stop.
How, Quincy, how? The resident has to get hands-on experience.
But under supervision.
But where do you draw the line?
The surgeon has to be there.
Oh? How far from the table? 5 feet? 10 feet? In the same building?
By the resident's side.
From your lips to the AMA's ears. Sure, it'd save us a fortune, but it's easier said than done. Now, who are you after?
Stanley Royce.
Dr. Royce? Now, come on, I find that hard to believe.
That's what helps him get away with it. Can you get me a record of Dr. Royce's billings over the past 3 years?
Sure, I can get them. I'll start on it right away.
Thanks, Al.
I'll need a wheelbarrow to get him over to your office, though. Hello, Max? Listen, get me the records on Dr. Royce, huh? For the last 3 years, yeah.
More?
And that's only 3 years' worth.
I want you to hear this, Al. Simple process of opening a mitral valve. It went wrong, and 2 operations were necessary to correct it.
Let me see that. Oh, you're right. You know, Royce never would have let this happen. He's too good. He would have known there was something wrong in the operating room.
And listen to this, Al. On April the 12th, Royce billed for 2 valve replacements and 3 bypass procedures.
What?
On June the 2nd, he did a triple coronary bypass, an aortic aneurysm, and 3 aorta endarterectomies.
I can't believe he would do that.
Well, you better believe it. Each one of these procedures takes hours. He would have to be in 2 places at one time to have done them all.
Either that or he's got the fastest hands in the West.
I'm telling you, with this information, Panucci's got to slow him down.
So, Dr. Royce performed a lot of operations. That's not unusual for a surgeon of his quality.
Oh, come on. He would have to be twins to have done all those procedures by himself.
This is not the Board of Medical Quantity. The word is quality.
If the residents are filling in without proper supervision, it will affect the quality. That's proof that ghost surgery is going on, isn't it?
Quincy, what residents? What lack of supervision? You've got to be specific. Maybe Royce was just extremely efficient.
You're going to ignore all this, right? You're going to forget I was ever here.
Oh, Quincy, I could never forget you were here. But I'll tell you, I've got something for you to see. You see these? These are all complaints about malpractice. Specific cases of negligence. No phantoms, no speculations, no assumptions.
That's the trouble with ghost surgery. Nobody sees anything, nobody hears anything, and nobody does anything about it.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll call the hospital and I'll put them on notice that we do not approve of unethical practices like these, and that we'll keep an eye on them. Will that be enough?
That's the beginning. It'll put Royce on notice. I really appreciate that, Dr. Panucci. One thing you'll find out about me, when you really get to know me better, I don't make too many demands. Yeah.
May I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, Stan. Come on in.
Working overtime as usual, huh?
Well, the way I've been running around lately, I have to.
Mind if I have a cup of coffee?
No, help yourself.
Quincy, why did you go before the board of the medical quality assurance and ask them to put me on notice?
To try and make sure that what happened to Mr. Markham doesn't happen to any of your other patients.
I told you it couldn't be helped.
I don't buy that, Stan.
Quincy, all you're doing is starting a tempest in a teacup.
That's all I'm doing. Why are you here at this hour? You're a good doctor, Stan, and you're a good man. And I believe that way down deep, you know you're doing something wrong. You're here because you want me to accept it, in some way approve of what you're doing. I can't do that.
All right, you want to hear me say it? I didn't perform the operation because an emergency came up. But it was performed by a very talented young resident who was fully capable.
Who didn't have your experience or your knowledge. That's what the Markhams paid you for. You're skilled.
How do you think I acquired those skills? A brilliant doctor taught me and gave me a chance at my first operation. I lost a few cases, too.
Was he by your side?
Yes.
Then you weren't responsible for those deaths. Of course, you've got to teach, Stan. But when you're there, and with the patient's permission.
Come on, Quincy. You know that if you tell the patient everything, he'll only go running to another doctor who'll promise him whatever he wants and then let the resident operate anyway.
That can't become your standard. Stan, how much money do you need?
I'm getting sick and tired of you trying to make me feel guilty, like a murderer. I am not responsible for that man's death. Everything possible that could have been done was done.
That's not true. How can you equate your ability with that of a resident?
You're making that resident sound like an inexperienced butcher. Have you any idea how many lives are saved by the very same procedure that he used on Markham? And even Markham could have been saved if it weren't for the abnormal weak spot that was found in the wall of a vein.
That you might have detected.
Quincy, your scare tactics are not going to accomplish anything. I'm going to continue doing exactly what I do.
I don't believe that. You know something, Stan? I have more faith in you than you do.
Quincy, why are you riding Royce's back? He's a good doctor.
I want him to stay that way.
Every time I see you, my ulcer starts acting up. You got anything for acid injection? Thanks. I think you better take a couple of these, doctor, because I don't think you have a case.
What? You mean a doctor could say he's going to be the surgeon, let someone else do the operation? You can't prosecute him for fraud?
Why? He hasn't committed a crime.
What?
Not in the eyes of the law. See, criminal fraud is the intention of taking someone's money without providing a service for him. Now, as long as the doctor provides a service, no matter how bad it is, it still isn't fraud.
But he didn't provide the service himself.
It doesn't matter, as long as the service is provided. It's a practice that happens every day. Look, I just bought this book. I just bought this book that I thought was written by a very well-known author. Turns out he's got 4 guys, ghostwriters, doing all his writing for him. He puts his name on it, sells 1 million copies. Now, even though I bought the book just because his name was on it, and I thought he wrote it, it's still not fraud.
Jim, we are not talking about books. We're talking about lives. He mustn't be allowed to get away with it.
According to the law, he can. This is strictly a civil case. Now, if the patient's family wants to say that the doctors misled them or something, they can sue.
They don't have that kind of money. Besides, it would take years for them to get this case into court.
Oh, I'm sorry, Quincy. It's just out of our jurisdiction.
You have stronger laws about false advertising than you do about medicine.
It is hard for us to make laws for doctors, doctor. You got your lobbies fighting. Yet you tell us that we don't know enough about medicine to make laws for you. What are we supposed to do?
Maybe it's time we doctors wrote some new laws. saying that a surgeon must stay in the operating room from the first cut to the last stitch.
I'm with you. But don't expect it to happen tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I want it to happen today. Hold on to these. You're going to need them.
How are you feeling, Mary Ann?
I think I've got terminal butterflies.
No, don't you worry about a thing. It's only natural to be nervous, but you don't have a thing to worry about. Look, I brought you a new bestseller for you to read when you're recuperating.
Thank you, Doctor. I wouldn't have had the courage to have this operation if it wasn't for you.
You try to relax, and before you know it, you'll be back holding hands with this young fella here.
I can't tell you how grateful I am, Dr. Royce. You're the only one who could have ever convinced her to go through with this. It took you 6 months to psych her up for it, and I just want you to know how much I appreciate it.
Time is very important to her. It can't be a moment too soon in a case like this.
Thanks again, Doctor.
Don't you worry either. Everything's going to be just fine.
Dr. Royce, 726, please. Dr. Royce, 726, please.
It's Dr. Royce. What do you mean they moved him up to 3? I can't get there in time. I'm scheduled here. All right. Tell him I'll get up there as soon as I talk to Dr. Martin.
You can't put me in this situation again.
It's not my fault. They moved General Walters up to 3.
Well, his case is not life-threatening. Can't they reschedule him?
He needs 5 days for recuperation. He's got a very important series of meetings at the Pentagon next week.
Why doesn't somebody else operate on him? Let Central Hospital have that headache for a change.
You're talking about Brigadier General Walters, one of the most important military men in this country. He won't let anybody operate on him except me. I consider that an honor. I owe my reputation to people like him.
Stan, I've gone along with you before, but I can't anymore. If anything should happen...
Are you telling me what I can or cannot do, Doctor?
Yes, I am.
Well, to be perfectly frank, I didn't expect this kind of a reaction.
What did you think I'd do, jump for joy?
I didn't even have to tell you. I did it out of courtesy. But don't you worry, you won't get caught in the middle. I'll take full responsibility.
Dr. Barney, please call the operator. Dr. Barney, please call the operator.
Yep.
Dr. Quincy?
Hmm?
Something just happened I thought you should know about.
Yes?
Dr. Royce is scheduled to perform an operation on Mary Ann Fisher. She's going into surgery right now.
So?
I just saw Dr. Royce leave the building.
I'll be right over.
What is it, Quince?
Royce, he's doing it again. I was wrong, Sam. I thought I reached him, but I was wrong.
Too low polyester.
Mud gases are looking good.
There's 2 more stitches, and she'll be good as new. Suture.
You have the same dexterity as Dr. Royce.
I wish I knew what Dr. Royce knows. Okay, Tom. Let's come off bypass. We've got bleeding. Sponge. Clamp. Clamped off the atrial appendage. Oh, damn it. There's a tear in the suture line. Suction. Come on! Get the blood out. I can't see what I'm doing. Come on!
Pressure's dropping. It's down to 50.
What are you going to do?
I'll suture across the tear.
No. Put her back on bypass. You got to do this right. Heparin, please. You can't repair a tear like this with the heart pumping. No matter how much time it looks like it'll save, you'll find it takes you longer. Sponge. Some suction there. Now, let's have some polyester and a Dacron patch. This tear requires careful stitching. Tissue is very fragile because of the previous heart disease. You have to reinforce it with a Dacron patch so it won't tear again when the blood pressure goes back up to normal. Give us another suture. Without the heart pumping, it's easy to repair. You can't sew up an inflated balloon, especially when it's moving. He's gonna be fine now.
I was never so glad to see anybody in my life. I thought I was going to lose that girl.
Yes, well, the time it takes you to go back onto bypass will save you time in the long run.
I guess you're right. I was just so worried about clearing up the blood. I'll never make the mistake again.
That's what I'm here for.
What happened to your other procedure?
I gave him an option, postponement or another excellent surgeon.
And which did he choose?
He should be out of surgery now. What's the matter, Quincy? You look like you saw a ghost.
All's well that ends well.
What about the Markham family?
Royce's insurance company made a private settlement with them. They're not going to lose the house.
Oh, good.
Here we are.
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't order pastrami and rye.
And I ordered ham.
Diane, I said without mustard.
Well, you got everything wrong.
Sorry, fellas, but Mario the cook is out sick, and we have a substitute in the kitchen.
Well, you tell a chef to stick his head out the door. I want to talk to him.
Right away.
Gosh, I ordered hamburger and I get a turkey sandwich.
What about me? I want to fried scallops. Look what I got. What?
Any complaints, gentlemen?
Oh. I've heard of ghost surgery, but I never heard of ghost chefs before.
What's he saying?
I think he wants us to take off our shoes.
Yoku irashaimashita. You are very punctual, Mr. Mona. That is most appreciated.
As I told you boys in Hawaii, you do business with us. It's professional, right down the line.
So I was told. Oh, please sit. You'll take tea with me.
If it's all the same to you, Mr. Nakatama, I like to get right down to business.
Oh, what good is business if one does not take the time to enjoy the qualities of life successful business provides?
Did you bring the samples?
I can see you are going to have much difficulty enjoying your tea in silence. Naturally, I brought samples. And you?
Naturally. Labra.
Funaki. How many can you deliver?
1,000. Labra.
Almost there.
When are you going to make delivery?
The goods are already here. I will make the transfer the moment the guns safely arrive in Yokohama.
Yeah, well, we got a little hitch in that department. See, I can deliver the guns to any port in the United States, no problem. But running that kind of hardware into Japan right now, that's a little risky. So I was thinking, now you got people on both sides. It'll be a hell of a lot easier if you run them in yourself.
That is not the arrangement we made with your representatives in Hawaii.
Man, this is 97% pure horse. I haven't seen stuff like this since those NAM runs.
See? I always honor my side of a transaction.
So do we. It's just that running the
Mr.
stuff
Mona,
in.
just for a moment. Try to appreciate this exchange from my point of view. I am offering you as an initial shipment 2 kilograms of the purest golden triangle heroin worth, conservatively speaking, how much? 4 million United States dollars. I guarantee delivery into the United States and receive what? 1,000 reconditioned 38s. In exchange, any student can see amounts to 2,000 United States dollars per gun. And then, in addition to my $2,000 per gun, I am given the privilege of attempting to bring the guns into Japan.
You want the guns?
You want the heroin? Do you? If we are to do business, Mr. Mona, I think the terms will have to be much more equitable.
What do you have in mind?
If I am to import these weapons at such a substantial risk, then I insist on 2,000 guns per kilo.
2,000? That dope cost you practically nothing.
And the guns cost you what? $50? I would suggest there's ample time and profit for both of us in this arrangement.
I don't know, Nakatama. It's a new deal, and I have to check with my people on this one.
I was led to believe I was to deal with someone in authority, since you are merely a messenger.
Hold it. There's more to it than that. It's a big operation. There's a lot of people.
A regional agreement was for delivery to Japan and you are reneging. It's not true.
Let's not call it that.
Now, what would you call it? A substantial risk you are now engaging upon me. You believe in equity?
Nakatama, you drive a very hard bargain. Done. 4,000 guns, 2 kilos of pure heroin.
Agreed. Nanda.
Oyambu, Kancho, Wokarachi Master.
What's he saying?
He said our negotiations have remained confidential.
It's a cop. He killed a cop?
He what?
Let's get out of here. Nakatama will be in touch.
My son. He's with my son. この若い男、サン・フジヤマを早速連れてこい。
はい。
Sorry I'm late, Quincy.
That's okay. He's behind the truck. Get some shots that'll give us the orientation of the body. Huh?
Right.
What'd you find?
Nothing, not even a service revolver. The whole neighborhood's deaf, dumb, and blind. For all I know, there were 50 witnesses, but nobody saw a thing.
Now, that doesn't surprise me. He wasn't killed here. He was dumped here. There was very little blood, and judging from the severity of the wound, I'd say he bled profusely.
Michael Morishima was a good cop, Quincy, a real good cop. And whoever stuck him had to surprise him. Now, that's for sure.
What was he working on?
We don't know yet. But he was working undercover for the Asian task force. Yeah, and those boys haven't decided whether they tell us or not. It looks like they're do their own footwork.
Sam, what are you doing here?
I just heard it loud. Was it Michael Morishima?
Yeah.
Hold it. happened, Quincy? How did he let it happen? He was too good.
How well do you know?
High school, Vietnam. We were very close friends. Oh, Quincy, how am I going to tell his father?
You want me to go with you?
No. Thanks. Something I got to do alone. Mr. Morishima, if there's anything you need, anything I could do for you.
Samu, 今回は本当にお世話になりました。
とんでもないです。You know, I couldn't have been fonder of Michael if he were my own brother.
Samu, could you tell me, did my son suffer in his death?
Well, from what I've seen of the wound, I believe he died very quickly. I can tell you much more after the autopsy.
よろしくお願いします。I want to know everything. I know whatever the circumstances, his death was no disgrace.
But it was no great honor either.
Sadako, are you all right?
I'm fine. A cop's wife. Why would any woman in her right mind marry a cop? Could you tell me, Sam, why? Why Michael? Why him? He was so gentle, so kind. Why did he want to be a cop?
It was his way of giving something back to the people he loved. You know he found great satisfaction doing what he did.
I know. Just like I always knew this day would come. I knew it! A phone call from his captain, a knock on the door, and his partner would be standing there. Hat under his arm, a look of fear and sadness in his eyes. Well, I never expected it to come from you.
I never expected it either.
Why do I hate you right now?
Sadako, いい加減にしなさい.
Oh, for God's sakes, Pop, you've been here 35 years. Speak English! Oh, my God, what am I doing? What's wrong with me? Why can't I stop crying? Why?
Sam, you have to do this. Everybody on the floor has volunteered to assist.
I know, Quincy. Thanks. But it's something I have to do. I promised his father and Sadako that I'd do everything humanly possible to help find Michael's killer. Every day I'm gonna miss him.
Coroner's case 825721. The body of Michael N. Murashima. Male of Asian descent, 36 years old. The deceased is approximately 174 centimeters long. Weight approximately 70 kilograms. He's of average build and musculature. Gross external examination shows a penetrating incised wound with one sharp edge and one blunt edge. Let me have the rulers there. 4.6 centimeters wide in the 8th intercostal space on the chest, 11 centimeters left of the midline. Sam, hand me the magnifying glass, will you?
What is it?
I'm not sure. I've seen more stabbings and knifings than I care to remember. Nothing like this.
Like what?
Well, here, look. Look how clean it is. No sagged skin, nothing. It's almost surgically precise. And the knife or whatever killed him had to be scalpel sharp. Now, whoever killed Murashima either struck an exceptionally lucky blow or knew exactly to the millimeter where to stand.
I don't think it was luck, Quincy. I'll bet you anything when we do the internal, we'll find a laceration severing the body of the left ventricle of the heart.
Well, let's find out. Let me have a scalpel, sir. You're absolutely right, Sam. There's no doubt the cause of death was massive intrathoracic hemorrhage from the laceration of the left ventricle. Now, would you mind telling me how you knew?
Quince, I never thought it possible here. I read an awful lot about them and their methods, but here?
What are you talking about?
Yakuza.
Yakuza? What's that?
Not what, who. Yakuza are Japanese gangsters, sort of the Japanese equivalent of the so-called mafia here.
So based on Morishita's chest wound, you could tell it was a Yakuza murder?
I'm certainly not positive, Quince. It seems to fit perfectly. Almost like a textbook on Japanese swordsmanship.
See, now you said he was killed by a sword. I think you're wrong. I don't know what was used, and I know the base of the wound is too thick for a knife. But swords are twin-edged.
Western swords are twin-edged. Japanese swords are single-edged and razor-sharp. Well, you saw how clean and how perfectly placed the wound was.
Yeah.
Quite a difference from the knifings and stabbings we see.
Well, no question about that.
The Yakuza trained for years with swords. They're experts.
Why swords, Sam? Isn't that old-fashioned?
Well, it's... I don't know how to explain. It's part of the samurai heritage of Japan, part of the lore and the culture. But besides that, guns are practically non-existent in Japan.
These Yakuza don't have any guns?
Well, very few. Well, after the war, when the American occupation forces moved into Japan, they confiscated practically every gun in the country. And the gun control laws passed after the occupation kept guns out of Japan. So right now, guns are worth their weight in gold over there.
What is it, Sam? Something's bugging you.
Well, I was just thinking about Michael's father. I know him, Quince. He's still very old-fashioned Japanese in many ways.
So?
So if the Yakuza are involved in Michael's death and he finds out, he'll feel obligated to take revenge.
You mean a vendetta?
Well, avenging the death of a family member is still an accepted custom over there.
Yeah, but that's Japan. This is America, Sam.
Well, location may be different, Quince, but distance doesn't alter tradition or culture. Well, I'm heading home, Quince.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, Quince.
Fujiyama-san.
No?
Joto.
Mr. Nakatama's here?
Hi, Nakatama-san.
英語話しますか?
英語.
Oh, that's terrific. You don't speak any English, and my Japanese is terrible.
どうぞ.
Okay, lead the way.
Fujiyama-san, よくいらっしゃいました。
はじめまして。中玉さん、失礼だけど、僕の日本語はダメです。もしか英語を話しますか?
Yes, they tell me my English is quite passable. Please, your presence honors my humble dwellings here. Funaki, sake.
Hi. I was really surprised you're here. Ryoichi told me that you rarely leave Yokohama.
That is true. However, I had some urgent business to attend to here, and I did not wish to miss the opportunity of finally meeting you and thanking you. Fujiyama-san, お世話様でした.
Please, Mr. Nakatama, that's really not necessary.
My son, Ryoichi, told me all about it. He told me how you risked your life to save his when he fell into the rocks in the ocean in Maui 3 years ago. Were it not for you, he would not be alive today. For his life, I am eternally in your debt. You will do me a great honor by allowing me to repay that debt.
Well, thank you. I only ask that you convey my regards to Ryoichi. How's he doing?
Oh, he is very well. He has finished his internship in Kobe and is studying for an advanced degree in the hospital for children in Yokohama.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He has made me the most proud of fathers.
Oh, well, let's drink to the health of both of you.
And to you, Sam. To you. dinner. You will tell me all what you've been doing this past few years, so I may tell Ryoichi.
Well, you can start by telling him that our friend Michael Morishima was killed last night. Slaughtered by some animal in Little Tokyo.
Michael Morishima? Yes. He was the third young man in the picture Ryoichi has. I am sorry to hear that. Very sorry.
Quince?
Yeah?
Remember I told you about the young med student Michael and I met in Hawaii a few years ago at the Japanese Cultural Conference?
Yeah, Ryoichi something or other, wasn't it?
Ryoichi Nakatama.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, his father's in town for a few days on business, and he sent a driver over last night to pick me up to have dinner with him. You know, it was really nice catching up on old times.
That's terrific. I send you home early to get some sleep. You stay up half the night at some dinner.
Yeah, well, thanks again for mounting those tissue specimens for me, Quince. I suppose the first step is the electron microscope.
Well, you suppose you're right. Even if it was a scalpel sharp sword that killed Michael, maybe we could find some trace elements from the blade and the tissue sections.
Okay, I'll get right on it after lunch. You know, Quince, if Michael was killed by the Yakuza, believe me, there's probably a lot more to it than a simple murder.
That's absolutely right, Mr. Fujiyama. Dr. Quincy, I'm Captain Nishimura of the LAPD Asian Task Force.
How do you do? This is Sam Fujiyama.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Doctor, can we talk?
Sure, sit down.
Thank you.
Is it about Michael's murder?
Yes. I don't know how you did it, but from what I just overheard, you may have stumbled onto the fact that Yakuza were involved in Michael's death.
We try not to stumble here.
No offense meant. Dr. Quincy, how much do you know about the Yakuza?
Well, until Sam told me about it yesterday, I never even heard of him.
Then let me give you the crash course. For centuries, Yakuza were gamblers and outcasts, very much like the hired guns in the Old West. But with a big difference. The Yakuza had a strict code of honor, duty, and loyalty, which they borrowed almost directly from the samurai code. But they weren't upper crust like the samurai. They were peasant stock, and for their own self-interests, protected the villagers from marauders. So, for a couple of 100 years, they may have been gamblers and outlaws, but because of their strict code of honor, they were regarded as heroes by the peasant and common people.
But that's changed, right?
Right. After the war, the Yakuza code of honor got lost in the shuffle. The only code or honor that exists is within their individual crime family, or kumi, as they're called. There are about half a dozen major gumi in Japan with over 100,000 gang members.
Over 100,000? And you say the Yakuza are in this country?
Yes, but they're not here in any great number or with any real sense of organization. There are some Yakuza in Little Tokyo. Before Michael was killed, he was following up a rumor that a major Oyabun was coming to Los Angeles.
A what? Oyabun. That's a Yakuza equivalent of mafia godfather.
So, if it's true, it could mean only one thing, a link-up.
A link-up?
A link-up between a powerful major crime family in Japan and the mafia.
For what reason?
Guns. The mafia can get them all they want for the right price.
Wow.
Wow is right. So, Dr. Quincy, if Michael Morishima was killed by a Yakuza assassin, we've got to keep it quiet. We don't want him hightailing it back to Japan. Not until we know what's going on.
I'll do everything I can.
Thank you, Doctor. Sam. Remember, not a word. If it gets on the street, the investigation is dead.
The picture he showed me definitely was the same man, Oyabun. I'm certain it was the man killed in my restaurant.
And you say it was his son?
That's what he told me, Oyabun. I had him checked. His name is John Morishima, and he owns an import-export company. He has been showing his son's picture and asking questions all over Little Tokyo. He was in my restaurant only a few hours ago.
Domo. Ike. And I need not remind you, not a word to anyone.
Hey. That's terrific. That's really terrific. First you kill a cop, now you got his old man wandering all over the streets looking for us. I want to wind up this drug deal right now, tonight.
Mr. Moeller, your lack of patience is exceeded only by your lack of comprehension. You and my Kobun Funaki will keep an eye, as you put it, on this officer's vengeful father. On the other hand, if he owns an import-export company, as Kobasawa says, he may be very, very useful to us before we kill him.
So you didn't trust that restaurant owner and you followed him to a hotel. What does that prove?
That is what I'm going to find out. He knows what happened to Michael.
Please take it to the police. Let them handle it.
Let them handle what? There is nothing to handle but to restore dignity to my family.
What do you think you're doing? John, please. Dozo. This isn't a Bruce Lee movie, you know. It's not a samurai melodrama on television. You haven't handled the sword in nearly 40 years. You're gonna get yourself killed. John, please, take it to the police. It's their job.
Their job? Since when has the job of a stranger taken the place of the duty of family?
Duty? Oh, for God's sakes, John, you're not back in Nagasaki. You're here. This is America, not Japan.
So you think geography somehow alters my obligations? He was my son.
He was my husband.
Then you, above all, should want his murder avenged. Wakaran. Mataku wakaran.
What? What don't you understand?
I don't understand how 3,000 years of tradition, 3,000 years of honor and duty and obligation and pride, how can these eternal principles be shamelessly abandoned by one uncaring generation? Sadako, washi ni wa wakaran.
Ikemasen.
I must, Sadako. I must.
Try to make it on time tomorrow, okay? I'm running a business here.
I don't have much money, you know me?
I don't want your money. I want information.
Yeah, sure. Anything you want.
I showed you a picture of my son this afternoon. 覚えとるか?
Yeah. 覚えてます.
I want to know who killed him and why.
I told you I don't know.
If I move my hand 1 inch, you're dead. Who killed him?
Funaki.
Who is he?
Kobun.
Kobun? Who's Kobun?
Oyabun Nakatama.
Oyabun Nakatama?
Yes.
He's here?
Yes.
You saw him at the hotel?
Yes.
What room? What room?
938.
Drop the blade or your horse meat. Yep. It's about to cost me money. I'm not going to stand for that. Let's go.
Well, that should do it, Quincy.
Okay. Make sure you get close-ups of all his tattoos when you get him downtown.
All right.
I've never seen tattoos like that. Now,
Why would a simple restaurant owner be so elaborately tattooed?
He was a Yakuza first, businessman second. Most Yakuzas are completely tattooed from their necks to their knees. Like many of them cut off joints of their fingers.
Yeah, I noticed 2 joints on the little finger of his left hand are missing.
When a Yakuza kobun, family member, screws up or dishonors his oyabun, he cuts off part of his finger and gives it to his oyabun as a symbol of his contrition. When he really screws up, when he has dishonored himself beyond redemption, this is what he does.
Commits Harry-Kiri with a sword.
And like the poet Garth wrote, when honor's lost, is a relief to die. This is but a sure retreat from infamy. Ritualistic seppuku. But this guy didn't do it by the book. My guess is that somebody did it for him and made it look like he committed suicide.
Quince? Men's room. You better take a look.
What are you doing?
It turns blue. This is blood.
Just like that. And there was a lot of it. Looks like there was a puddle of blood.
Like from a stabbing?
I know where you're going. Michael Morishima.
Makes sense, doesn't it? Maybe Nakadama was here using this restaurant as a base. Michael stumbled on it. The restaurant guy kills him. Nakadama finds out that he killed a cop and has this turkey do a little seppuku number on himself.
But why did they wait 2 days?
That's the mystery. Dr. Quincy, can you find out if the sword this guy used himself was the same weapon that killed Michael?
Well, we'll certainly try.
Good. I'm going back to my office. I'm expecting a call from Japan. The Japanese National Police gang unit is trying to determine if any major oyabun has left the country. I'm having our own organized crime task force try to find out if any big-time mafiosa have been traveling to Japan.
Boy, that's a long shot.
I know. But right now, it's the only shot we've got.
You got everything here, sir?
Yeah.
Now, let's find out about those swords. Nothing in these tissue sections. Anything on the scanning electron microscope?
Sure did. Look at this. This is a micrograph showing the incision where the knife sliced into Michael Morishima's ribs. See how sharp the bottom of the incision is?
Mm-hmm.
This is the incision in the restaurant owner. In this one, the bottom is rounded.
Mm. So the sword that killed Morishima is a lot sharper than the one that killed the restaurant owner.
Right. We found different trace elements in the wound on the restaurant owner.
So we're dealing with 2 different weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Quincy, I've completed the blood typing for you.
Thank you. D2 variant in the esterase system, J2 variant in the GC. The blood on the door in the men's room is definitely Asian, probably Japanese. One thing we know for sure, Sam, it's a perfect match with Michael Morishima's blood type.
So he was killed in that restaurant.
Looks that way.
There you are.
Me?
Sam. Sadako Morishima's upstairs in the waiting room. She's very upset. She'd like to talk to you.
Well, thank you. I better go. Excuse me.
Well, any progress?
Yeah, but it's all negative. It seems the sword that killed Morishima and the sword that the restaurant owner used on himself were 2 different weapons.
It's too bad.
Yeah.
Would have been a nice link.
Yeah. So except for knowing where Morishima was killed, we're back to square one.
Sam, I'm so glad you could see me. I don't know what to do. I'm going out of my mind. I think John went off the deep end.
What are you talking about?
Well, he didn't come home last night.
What do you mean he didn't come home?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. John thought that restaurant owner or manager, somebody, had something to do with Michael's death, and he went after him last night with an old katana. Sam, you know something. What is it? What's wrong?
Sadako, John may have rushed into something that's way over his head. You trust me, don't you?
Of course.
Then please, for both your sake and mine, go home, stay there. Let me do what I can for John, okay?
Sam, what's going on?
I can't tell you. Now, please, do just what I tell you. Go home, lock the door, stay there till you hear from me, okay?
Okay. But please call me as soon as you hear something.
I promise.
Sam, what did you do the x-rays on? Where you going?
I have to go out for a while.
Something wrong?
Nothing. It's personal business.
Something Sadako told you? Sam, is it something we should know?
I can only tell you that John Morishima didn't come home last night.
Is that all she said?
That's all I can tell you now, Quince. I gotta go.
Wait a minute. Is he in any kind of trouble?
I don't know.
Why the secrecy all of a sudden?
Please, believe me, Quince. I have no choice.
Yes, you do, Sam. That's what I want you to know. Whatever it is, you do have a choice.
Don't understand. I don't.
Sam, you want to hear this? Man, I think we hit the jackpot.
What are you talking about?
Remember I told you I thought some Japanese oyabun is here to put a massive deal together?
Yeah?
The Japanese National Police confirmed it. The oyabun of one of the biggest gumi in Yokohama left Japan 4 days ago to Hawaii. Hawaiian police just verified that he took a plane here. It's all legitimate, mind you, but he is here. They sent a wire order. His name is Nakatama. Yoshio Nakatama.
Nakatama. No oyabun.
What's that?
It's nothing. You both excuse me.
Something I said?
No, something Sadako said about John being missing.
You don't think Mr. Morishima went after these guys, do you?
I don't know. When we did the autopsy on Michael, Sam said something about Japanese vendettas. They really do happen, don't they?
You bet your life they do.
Yeah, but Sam wouldn't get involved with that. He's got too much sense.
Dr. Quincy, sense has nothing to do with it. It's giri.
What's giri?
There is really no English translation for it. The closest word for giri is obligation. It's an obligation of honor, a duty one must perform to repay an unpayable debt.
Even at the risk of one's life?
If that's what it takes.
I really am worried about Sam. This guy's a killer, isn't he?
Cold-blooded, Dr. Quincy. Cold-blooded.
Nakatama-san. Nakatama-san. It's Sam Fujiyama. Nakatama-san, 話し方. Nakatama, どうですか?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Please, it's a matter of life and death. Where is he? Where's Nakatama?
I don't know who you're talking about.
If you don't leave right now, we'll call the police.
Where's Nakatama?
Listen, mister, I don't know what this is all about, but this room is costing me a small fortune. You get my drift?
Sorry for the intrusion.
Not as much as I am.
Where you been keeping yourself?
Oh, I've been keeping busy, and you?
Still able to sit up and take nourish. Gee, it's been a long time. Hey, what's wrong?
Billy, I need some help.
Business or personal?
Well, it was business, now it's personal. Billy, I have to know where Nakatama Oyabun is.
You in some trouble, Sammy? Somebody else, huh? Listen, drop it, Sammy.
I can't.
If it's money.
No, it's not money. Where is he? Where's Nakatama?
How would I know?
Come on, you know everything that goes down around here. Please. I think he's holding a friend of mine. For all I know, he may have killed him.
What makes you think I would know anything about it?
This! Now, you go to the phone, and you call whoever it is you have to call. And you let Nakatama know that Sam Fujiyama wants to see him immediately.
So you haven't heard from John yet?
No, not since he went looking for that restaurant owner last night. I haven't heard from either of them. I don't know what to think, Dr. Quincy. I'm going out of my mind.
You sent Sam to look for John?
Well, yes, I didn't know who else to turn to.
And we think John may have gone after Nakatama.
And Sam is looking for John? Oh, my God, Dr. Quincy, if that's true, the Yakuza will kill both of them.
Look, if you were John and you wanted to hide, now think hard. Where would you go?
I don't know. I've called everyone I could think of. I've been calling the warehouse every hour.
His warehouse? Why didn't I think of that?
What warehouse?
He owns a trading company at the harbor.
Well, yes, I thought you knew. He owns one of the biggest import-export companies on the coast.
Does he export to Japan?
Practically his entire business. He's one of the most respected exporters to Japan.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah. I'd better get some backup.
Hope we're not too late.
What have you done to John?
Nothing yet. Oh, Sam, please, leave this place. This is not your concern. It's business.
Business? This is business?
Yes, my business. I am sure my son never told you. I can understand him. He was never proud of it. He could never understand our old ways.
And you killed Michael Morishima.
Sam, I did not personally kill Michael Morishima. He was a policeman. He knew the risks involved in his occupation. We all know our risks. But when I saw the picture in his billfold, the picture of you and him and my son Ryoichi together in Hawaii, I wanted
You
to...
knew. You sat there across that table from me, drinking sake, toasting one another, and you knew you had one of the dearest friends I had killed.
One was business, the other pleasure. They are two different things. So please, go.
What's going to happen to John? Oh, no. No, you can't kill him. Nakatama-san, please. His son's dead already. He has nothing to do with any of this. Please let him go. He won't say anything. I won't either.
Sam, he is Miuchi, family. He will not give up trying to avenge the death of his son. If I don't kill him, he will kill me.
Okay, that's it for the guns. Now you deliver. What's he doing here?
Oh, this is not your concern.
Nakatama-san, 2 nights ago, you asked me how you could repay your debt to me. I'm asking you now. Spare the life of John Morishima. Please. You're a man of honor. I'm asking you.
Yosh. Then I have no choice but honor your request. If this fulfills my debt to you, お世話様でした。森島を連れてこい。
Hey, thank you.
Are you crazy? He's seen everything. He can identify every one of us. Barbara, you got the dope?
Yeah.
We're getting out of here.
Is that everyone? Looks that way.
How you feeling?
Now that you ask, I've had better days. Mr. Morishima, let's go home.
Yes, let's go home.
You know, Like Mishima Yukio said.
Oh, Bob, please. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't want to hear any more Japanese quotes. Come on.
Bob.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah, they just came down with the arraignments. You're not gonna like it.
Give us the bad news.
Nakadama's Kobun Osada took the full rap for Michael's murder. He confessed everything and was adamant that Nakadama knew nothing about it.
Why would he do a thing like that?
A Kobun will walk barefoot through hell for his Oyabun.
It's in words. Oya means father. Ko means child. A Kobun would do anything for Oyabun, his father.
It's their old tradition.
So because of tradition, he's going to walk free.
Not completely. We still nail him on accessories after the fact and John's kidnapping. He'll buy a few years. Not enough, if you ask me.
You know sushi like I know sushi. Ah, what a meal.
Wait till you see what I ordered for everybody.
They canceled it. And lasagna for you?
Steak and fries here, and filet for you.
Looks great.
Your filet, too.
Thank you.
I ordered sushi for everybody.
That's raw fish.
No.
How can you eat that stuff?
しかしこの頃生の魚を食う外人が増えましたね。そうだね。ロサンゼルスに200件以上寿司屋があると。
いつもカウンターにさ、外人たくさん座ってるんだ。そんなもん食べるしかない。どうぞお上がりください。
カリフォルニア巻きとか言って